All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Shape Up. I think we're like Shape Up number 24. So if you've been following along, great. I'm so happy that you're joining us today. And if you're new, then perfect, even better. So we're going to start off with the warm up first. So feet hip width apart. We're going to bring those arms out to the sides. I'm just going to have you squat down, and then we're just going to reach to the side of the body. I really want you to focus on opening up that one side, and then just remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. So we're at 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. All right, good, nice work. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're just gonna pivot over to the left side. We're gonna bring the right leg back. So we're just gonna come into a static hold in the lunge so that we're thinking about squeezing the glute here and then just popping the hip a little bit forward to open up this joint. And then I'm just gonna have you bring the arms out to the sides, as I call them, cactus arms. We're gonna reach to the sides. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and then 3, 4, reach across. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and then one more round each, and then we'll switch the feet. Okay, and then changing it over. So sitting into that stretch, you want to squeeze that glute, popping that hip forward, arms come up. We're going to reach 1, 2, and then 3, 4. And again, for 2 more rounds here. And then 1, 2, and then last one, big stretch over, 1, 2. And then reach, spinal rotation, and then coming back to center. Okay, so let's bring the feet nice and wide, and we're gonna fold forward here and walking it side to side if you can. If not, you can hang out up top here and move side to side in that movement. And then just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. So we'll go for a few more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5, and we'll bring it back to center. Now I'm just going to have you walk your feet in, and in that forward fold position, we've got a little bit of a bend in the knee. We're just going to round it up, and then just to lower back down again. And then you're bringing that to about the mid shin, like middle shin area, and we're just stretching out the lower back, and we're getting a nice stretch through the hamstrings here. And just remember to breathe out as you lift. So don't hold the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, a couple more here, getting that body warmed up. Last one. And then coming all the way back up. Okay, so we're gonna split stance. So just setting up in a similar way that you do with the lunge by bringing that foot back. And this time we're just gonna bring the heel to the floor, and we're just gonna focus on pumping that heel up and down. So we got 1, 2, so we're getting the calf muscle here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and then switch the feet. So bringing that foot back, pushing that heel to the floor, and then nice big lift up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Okay, so let's bring that back to center. Now, if you can, let's just do those quadricep stretches. So we're reaching to the sky here and then changing it over. And if you need to, just use a prop such as the wall or the chair just to help you with the balance. Okay, so just a few times on each side. Okay, and then don't worry if you can't take a hold of that back foot. I would just prefer you then just to bring that leg back and then just move a little bit side to side, more like this. Okay, I'm just trying to get you to focus on stretching out those quadriceps and just working it a little bit through the knee joints as well. Okay, and then a couple more here. So last one. Okay, and then a little bit more balance work. So we're just gonna really focus on planting that right foot, and then we're gonna swing that left foot forward and back. So just remember when you're doing this one, to keep the leg straight as you do it and focus on swinging from your hip, okay? So don't bend in the knee when you bring the leg back. So forward and back, 1, 2, get the arms in there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10, and then we'll cross it over to the front here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then let's bring that knee up. We're going to open it to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, switching it over to the other side, really planting that foot. Big kick forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then crossing it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll bring that knee up and we're going to open it to the side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Okay, so the lower body's probably feeling nice and warmed up. So we're going to focus on the upper body. So nice big arms open to the sides, just like you're giving yourself a nice big hug here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then big lift here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then let's do some circles forward because we're also going to do them backwards as well too. And then reverse, big circle, big reach. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then let's just get those elbows in there. And then we'll do it in the other direction as well. Other direction. Good. And then some wrist rotations as well. This will be doing some of the gripping of the weight. You want to definitely get the wrists. And then the other direction. Okay, and then pumping them up and down here. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. All right. Okay, so if you're feeling good and warm, we're going to start. If you still feel like you need just a little bit more warming up, when we do the cardio portion, just start doing all the low impact movements. That'll get you slowly moving a little bit better. And then maybe if you're used to doing the higher impact movements, then maybe somewhere at the halfway point, you can move into the high impact. So just kind of work with how you feel. Okay, so let's start off with the high knees. I always like starting off with this one. This is kind of like a nice sort of level 1 type of movement. Okay, so we've got the high knees without the jumps. Now get those arms in there nice and big. And then you've got also your high impact high knees as well. Okay, so again, you can definitely use speed to crank it up even more. So use speed as sort of a guide between, you know, the intensity of your low impact or your high impact. Okay, think I've flapped my gums enough about high knees. All right, so let's get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Okay, so just bringing those knees either into that low impact movement. And like I was saying, like you can do faster low impact if you just don't feel comfortable doing the high impact with the jumping movements. That's quite fine too. All right, so let's keep that going nice and strong, guys. All right, so coming up next, we'll do some butt kicks next. All right. Okay, so we've got the butt kick movement. So here's your low impact, and then we've got the high impact side to side. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's pump that out nice and strong. All right. Okay, so keeping that going, and then just remember to choose what works good there. Maybe a couple of one, couple of the other. You can do that too. And we got 13 seconds left. Okay. All right. Okay, so we can do some low impact jumping jack side to the side, or you can do the high impact. Okay, so with this one, you're sort of in a bit of a squat movement for both of them. Okay, so you're keeping kind of low. There's just no like jumping jack arms, and this one's a little bit different because you're more in a squatting position. Okay, then after this one, we'll do one squat, one lunge combo. So 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we've got one lunge, one squat, and then other side on the lunge, one squat. Okay, so let's go, nice and strong. Pumping that out. Just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. All right. Okay, so 12 seconds. Okay, so almost there. Okay, so we've got the skater side to side, so we've got the lateral jumps, and then you can do step as well. So step. Okay, so step. Okay, and then you're more than welcome to do the jumps as well, maybe a couple of both, or a couple of one, couple of the other, if you're kind of finding that in-between movement. All right. Okay, after this one, we're going to do 4 high knees and 2 lunges. So we're at the halfway mark for squat for the sets. So after this one, there'll be 3 left. Okay, so 4 high knees, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 lunges, 1 and 2. Okay, so here we go. Let's pump that out nice and strong. So 4 high knees, 2 lunges. And just remember, you've got those low impact 4 high knees, and then those 2 lunges forward and back. All right. Okay, so football shuffles are coming up next, or fast feet. Okay, so we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so football shuffle side to side. Okay, and you can also bring it narrow or wide, narrow, wide. Okay, so just nice, nice fast feet. And in this one, you'd be doing more like speed for intensity. So you just have to work faster to make it more intense and slower to make it less intense. So there's no jumping in this one. Okay. So coming up next, we're going to do a jumping jack combo. Okay, so first it's going to be 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so if you're doing the modification one, it's going to look like this. 1, 2, okay? So last set on this one. And then we're gonna bring it into some weight training next for today. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Okay, good job, guys. So let's rest up and we're gonna do some weight training next. So grab some of your weights and we're gonna do unilateral work. So working all one side first and then changing over to the other side. So if we're doing a right arm bicep curl, then we're gonna change it over. We're gonna do left arm bicep curl. Okay, so I'll give you guys a break there. Catch your breath. Okay, so for this one, we've got 13 exercises. So that means that one of them is not going to be unilateral. Okay, so we're gonna go for 40 seconds of work. I think that's a good time for the weight training, and I'll give you 15 seconds of rest. Like 40 seconds of work should give you probably roughly around 12 or 15 repetitions. If you're doing like a fairly moderate tempo, like the goal isn't to do as many repetitions as you can in the 40 seconds when you're working on the strength stuff. So just always remember to keep it like controlled, okay? Okay, so coming up next, the first one's going to be a one arm bent kickback. So we're gonna be just starting off with the triceps. We're gonna come into that split stance, and then we're gonna do the kickback. So keeping the elbow tucked in, and then just driving the arm back. Okay, so let's get ready. We're gonna start it up. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just nice big kickback with that arm. And just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. And just keeping the back fairly straight and flat, okay? So you're not rounded in that position. So you want to keep it flat. Okay, so keep it going. Okay. So 15 seconds, and then we're gonna change it over to the other side. So just remember just to go controlled movement. So don't rush it. Don't do like a speed reps. Okay. Okay, so bending forward on the other side, you're taking your 15-second rest. So just remember to keep that elbow tucked in as you do the set. All right, so I'm just gonna move my mat a little bit closer to you guys. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's pump it out nice and strong, guys. Okay, so just remember to take your time when you're doing it. Go nice and slow. Don't rush your movements. Sometimes I talk a little bit about the tempos. I say maybe do 2 tempo or 3 tempo. So if you're doing that, it'd be like a power lift here and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. So just kind of in your head, you're counting your tempos. Okay, so coming up next, we've got a lunge coming up with a bicep curl. So it's a double movement on this one. Okay. Okay, so lunging, stepping back, I'm gonna get you to curl and then step forward. So just remember all one side, we're not alternating. So step back, curl, step forward. So remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. So let's just keep that going nice and strong. Okay, and then remember when you're doing this one, there's a couple tips here. You want to make sure that when you step it back, your heel stays off the floor here. You do your curl and then you step it forward, okay? Okay, so 13 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so taking your rest and then switching feet. Okay, so switching feet and arms, and then just making sure that you've got that heel off the floor here. Okay, and then we're gonna do that curl and then step forward. Step back, curl, and then step forward. So just making sure that you're keeping the back up nice and tall when you do this one. Don't lean forward, okay? So you're sitting into both knees and hips equally in that movement. Okay, so we'll keep that going. All right, so 5 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna do knee up, and then you're gonna toe to the side, and then toe back, and then knee up, toe to the side, toe back. So nice big lift, side tap, back tap, knee up, side tap, back tap. Okay, so just notice that when you're doing this movement, you've got the knee up for balance. Then as you reach to the side, you want to squeeze that outside thigh and then toe tap to the back. Okay, you're getting now the glute. Okay, so knee up, balance, toe tap to the side and to the back. Okay. Okay, so just remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath here. All right. Okay, so switching legs, maybe holding that dumbbell at the chest. So really planting that other foot now. Let's get ready. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so knee up, toe tap to the side, toe tap to the back, knee up, side, back, up, side, back. Okay, so then after this one, we have a standing crunch. So something for the abs. Okay, so let's keep it going nice and strong here. We have 10 seconds left. Okay, so almost there. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so bringing the palm to the temple, the side you're holding the dumbbell, you're gonna reach and just come back to center, okay? So reach all one side. Okay, so when you're doing this one, you're gonna feel a nice stretch on that one side, and then you're crunching this other side as you lower down. So just remember to breathe and don't hold the breath here. All right. So pumping that out nice and strong, guys. Stay with me. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Okay, almost there. Okay. Okay, so switching it over to the other side, and then nice big lower down. So just remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Okay, here we go. So pump that out on the other side. And then we're just gonna change it up. Okay, so after this one, we're gonna be doing something for the chest. So we're gonna be doing one arm chest press. So we'll definitely be hitting the mat again. All right. Okay, so pumping that out, and just remember to take your time with that movement as you're working that side. Just remember to breathe and don't hold the breath. Okay, so 3 seconds. Okay, so laying on your back, we're gonna bring the right arm to the sky, and we're gonna focus on chest press up and down. So breathe out as you lift, go slow on the way down. And then maybe on the second set, if you want to work the lower abs, you can bring the feet to the sky as well. You can maintain that pelvic tilt. Or you can also do a bridge, which would be working more lower body as well as the core. So you've got the glute squeeze, you're working through the hamstring muscles on the next one. Okay, so keep it going nice and strong. We have a few seconds left on this set. And then we're gonna change it over to the other side. Okay, so getting ready, you're just on your break first. You get 10 seconds left. All right. Okay, so here we go. So nice big lift up. Breathing out as you lift. All right. Okay, so squeezing that out nice and strong. All right, so then after this one, we're going to be doing something for the back. Okay. So almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so folding forward, we're going to do one arm row up and down. So you're in that split stance position here, and you're resting that palm on the upper thigh. Okay, so let's get ready. All right, so here we go. So we're just pumping that out nice and strong. So we're going to do this side first, that one side first, and then we're going to change it over to the other side. And then when we finish off this group of exercises, we're going to be doing an alternating movement, so it won't be unilateral. Okay, so just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. So looking good, guys. Let's keep it up. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you're resting now, and then you're just going to change it over to the other side. But just remember that when you're in that bent position, you still want to keep the abs contracted. Okay, so let's get ready. Okay, so just nice big squeeze up. You really want to think about squeezing into that upper back as you do your movement. And remember with this one too, like I've been talking about, is the tempo. So you can go 3 counts down, you can power up, 3 counts down, power up. So you can use tempos of 2, 3, even 4, okay? And sometimes even in the leg training, you know, in different kinds of training, we do like 5 tempos. So it's a really slow movement, but very effective. Okay. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to have you in the plank position. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do 3-point tap with the palm. Okay, and then it comes to the side. And then you're just going to change it over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. So it's just an overhead reach, and then a side, and then the arm comes back. I like this one a little bit to alternate as opposed to just doing 40 seconds of pressure all into the one side of that wrist. Sometimes it's just not too favorable. So alternating side to side gives the wrist a bit of a break in between each one. Okay, so after this one, we're going to rest, take a break. You guys deserve it. You're doing amazing. All right. Okay, nice job, good work. Okay, so let's get another set of those in. So that'll give us a good 2 rounded sets for that. So grab yourselves a drink, rest up, and then just to refresh your memory, we're gonna come right back to the one arm kickback again. So this one always gets people confused because it does look a little bit like the row movement, but it's not the row, okay? You're doing tricep kickback. So the arm is kicking back when we're doing this movement, okay? So the other one, that row is up and down. So that's the difference between the two. Sometimes they get a little bit confusing. Okay, so I don't want to waste too much time here. So let's get back into position. So we're going to start in 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're kicking that arm back, really focusing on that tricep back there as you do the movement. Okay, so just remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath on these. Okay, so let's keep that going nice and strong and really keep that elbow tucked into the side of the body. So try not to shift it past the back as you do it. So 10 seconds. So keep it going, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Now just changing it over to the other side again. In that split stance, changing the foot position, keep the elbow tucked in, and again, kicking back as you go through the movement. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Let's pump that out. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Okay, and then after this one, we're going to do that lunge one where we do the bicep as well. So it's a 2-part movement. So 20 seconds left. And keeping it going here. Make sure to breathe. Don't hold the breath. And 10 seconds. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be a step back into lunge, bicep curl, step forward, step back, curl, step forward. So keeping it going. All right, so pump that out. Okay. So remember what I said about that lunge, when you're stepping back into that lunge, you want to keep that heel off the floor. So just making sure that your heel doesn't connect with the floor when you step back. Okay. Okay, so 10 seconds left. Let's keep it going nice and strong, guys. You guys got this. It's awesome. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then we're bringing it back into the other one, that curl. Stepping forward, stepping back, stepping forward, stepping back. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here we go. So pumping that out. Okay, and then after this one, we're going to do the 3-legged point stance again. So we've got the knee up, we got the knee to the side, and then the leg to the back. So we're working all angles of the glute and hip. Okay, so 14 seconds. So working it out. So staying strong here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so knee up, point to the side, and bring it back. Okay, so try to at least toe tap to the back, because then connecting it to the floor, you're going to get that glute squeeze at the top. So up, side, back. So knee up, side, back. Okay, so a little toe tap does help. Connecting it to the ground just going to give you that little bit of that extra squeeze. Okay, so keeping it going nice and strong here. Okay, so 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so changing sides again, you've got that knee up, point to the side, and then drive it back. Knee up, point to the side, connect, and then toe back. Okay, so you want to feel the squeeze of that glute. Okay. And then after this one, we've got the oblique side lower. So we're coming up next. We're going to be doing that oblique side lower. So you can definitely do this with or without the weight as well. Some of the exercises you can do without the weight. Some of them you do want a little bit of resistance so that you're working the muscles and strengthening them and toning them and getting them to work so that you can build up some of those those benefits of what weight training does for the bones and the muscles and longevity. Okay, so let's take the dumbbell in the palm and we're gonna scooch down to the side, come back to center, scooch down to the side, come back to center, and just remember to breathe out. Okay. All right, so really thinking about when you come down to that side, really think about squeezing here. You're working that side, you're contracting it here, you're lengthening it here. So you're kind of getting a little bit of a stretch on that one side, which is nice. And then as you pull back over too, coming back to center, still think about also contracting that side as it comes back. Okay, 10 seconds, and then we'll change it over to the other side. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then to the other side. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so pumping that out nice and strong there. We got 30 seconds left on that. And then we're gonna do the one arm chest press after this. So we're gonna hit the mat again, and then we'll integrate a little bit of abs in this one as well, this movement coming up. So after this, we have the total of 5 sets left. Okay, so we're almost there. Okay, so feet to the sky, pelvic tilt. We're gonna do the chest press on that one side. Remember to breathe out as you come up. So breathing out. Okay, so here we go. We're pumping that out on that one side. And then also remember too, maybe on the second round here, you can do the hip lift for the glutes. So you'd be working glutes, you're gonna be doing hamstrings. And to make it a little bit harder, you can bring the toes off the floor and dig the heels in a little. You'll feel more like right underneath the glute, and where the hamstring meet, you'll feel a little bit more of a contraction in that area. Okay, so trying that out. So 4 seconds, we'll change it over to the other side for the arm. Okay. Good, 10 seconds. Okay. Okay. Good, so changing it over to the other side, really pushing that up and down. So nice big squeeze. So after this, we have 3 sets left. So we're gonna do the row on the right side, then on the left side, and then we're gonna finish off with that plank 3-point arm tap. So that'll conclude the weight training portion. All right, so let's keep that going nice and strong, guys. And then after this, we'll cool it down after these 3 sets. Okay, so you're almost there. Remember to breathe, keep that pelvic tilt on the floor. Okay, so coming into that split stance, remember the side that's working, the foot is coming back. Okay, so then we're gonna do 1 arm row up and down, 1 arm row. Okay. All right, so just nice big squeeze into the back. Just remember, take a back check. Make sure that you're not rounding into the back while you're standing in this movement. And just keeping the abs nice and tight. And then just remember to breathe breathe out as you pull the arm up. So don't hold the breath at any time. Okay, so we have 16 seconds left, and then we'll just change it over to the other side. Oh, my cat's saying hello. That's his egg on voice. So he's egging you on. He's motivating you. Okay, so change it over to the other side. Every now and again, he just comes out with these loud meows. Be enough to like fly you out of bed if you were sleeping. Okay, Okay, so nice big squeeze up now on the other side. So just remember those abs are nice and tight. Breathing out as you pull the arm up and really thinking about squeezing that upper back. Okay, so we're almost there. We're almost there. So stick with me, you guys are doing amazing. We literally have 14 seconds left on this set. And then we're gonna finish off with that plank with that 3-point tap. Oh, and I also forgot to mention too, like you can rest at the knees for that plank as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the side view this time. I did the front view last time. So we're gonna go forward, side, back, and then you just change sides. Forward, side, back. Okay, maybe resting at the knees. We'll go forward, side, back. Okay, so if you rest at the knees, oh, and also too, you can do it in the box as well, or the tabletop position. So you could do the forward, side, and then back. Okay, so 20 seconds left, and then we'll stretch it out. Just keep it going. Remember when you're in that plank position, whatever plank position you're doing there, keep the abs tight, okay? Like contract your core. Don't let it just like be loose. Because you really want to feel the support in the back when you're in that position. Okay, good, nice work. So let's work on some stretching. So we're going to bring the leg, out in front, and then we're just going to fold it forward. So this is a nice stretch through the lower back, the hamstrings, and then just remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we'll just, we'll walk it back. And then let's draw the soles of the feet together. So just stretching through the inside thighs, a little bit of rocking side to side. All right. And then extending the left leg, and we'll bring the right one over. Let's hug it in there. So if you're hugging it in here and you're tight, you're gonna feel it on that right side. So you're gonna feel it through the glute, you're gonna feel it through the joint. And then we'll change it over. So nice big stretch. We did a little bit of everything today. You've got a little bit of core in there. You got some arms, so triceps, biceps. We got legs. We got all sorts of muscle groups today. Okay, good. And then releasing. Okay, so if you like, you can try this one. This is a downward facing dog. So if you guys are accustomed to the yoga poses, this is nice too, to just pedal out the feet, get a good stretch in the backs of the legs again. So the calf muscles, you're gonna feel hamstrings, lower back, glutes, and then you can just walk it up. And then one vertebrae at a time, just taking your time. Bend a little bit at the knees. Now the head's below the heart, so we have to just take it nice and easy coming up. And then let's open the chest and then draw the palms together, interlock, press up. So last couple little upper body stretches, and then just roll the back. And then lift up again. And roll. And then bring the palms behind. Let's interlock the fingers together. Just roll the shoulder blades together. So you're bringing that together at the center of the back. And then we'll just roll it forward. And then we'll take a few of the elbow rolls, which is nice. And in the other direction as well. And then just a little up and down here. All right. Okay, guys, nice work today. I hope you enjoyed the unilateral program. So good work sticking with it, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye for now.